having conversation with Lakshmi Priya Devi, who's given us this beautiful movie, beautiful Manipuri film, Boong. And if you have been living under the rock, let you be known that it has been nominated for BAFTA. Congratulations, on many counts. First of all, for making such a lovely film. It's heart tugging, and it's heart rending too. I mean, by the time it ends, it really is more than moving. And of course, congratulations again for the BAFTA nomination, which is
Thank
like
you. Thank you.
you made India proud.
Thank you so much. It was completely unexpected and is still very, very unreal. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
But the movie, I mean, it has been shown at so many festivals, and also it has won awards as well. So how is BAFTA different? What does it mean to you?
I think it's like a, what do you call, the climax kind of.
Okay.
You know, because in like a movie ka climax. Uh, I think the most unbelievable start to this journey of Bung was getting selected at Toronto.
Right. Yeah.
If we had not gotten selected in Toronto, I don't know what it would have been. So the film journey literally was having a life of its own. It was completely unexpected. The best part about the film is having no expectations. So at every step, and how, because it got selected at a big festival like Toronto, then it got the people had some knowledge about it, wanted to screen it for their festivals, and then eventually I think it led up to this.
This BAFTA.
Yeah. The Bung the film, I think it had a life on its own. It's nothing to do with me. Like it
No,
took
no.
off.
Uh,
It got yeah.
that's rather humble of you. It is like, of course it is definitely you. But tell me, are you also happy with the category in which it has been nominated, children and family film, or do you think it's
Yes.
it's more than that? Of course, it is
No,
much
no,
more than
I'm
that.
very, very happy.
Mm.
This is a children's film. Children's films are so important.
Mm.
Uh, in fact, I think we really have less of everything youth children film in India.
Yeah.
I mean, not much, na? Than we
Yeah, that is true.
considering the population of kids.
Mm.
You know, so it's amazing, and I think the age group, where the first impressions of life or whatever foundations, whatever you're learning at home,
Mm.
which will later shape you, starts at childhood.
Right, absolutely.
Amazing. I
Mm.
love the fact that it's
It's in this category. Yeah.
like we didn't. I spoke to somebody else also that it was not.
Mm.
You're not strategizing on such a small film.
Mm.
I was not making like a blockbuster
Mm.
in my head, right? Which is going to fetch some 10,000, 50, I don't know, whatever, right? There was
Mm.
no strategy to it. I thought it was a film which anyone who cared to listen to a story would
Mm.
like. No, it was for anyone,
Yeah.
whether adult or kids.
Yes.
But yeah, but somehow like I said, the film started having its own life
Yeah.
after Toronto. Then we did all these children's
Mm.
film festivals, and
Mm.
I think eventually that's how it led to BAFTA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, of course, we'll talk about your child actor Gugun. He's amazing. I mean, where did you discover him in the first place, and how challenging it is to direct child actors actually.
I thought I was spoiled after directing kids
Hmm.
because they're so
Oh,
natural,
yes. Hmm.
and they're also so honest.
Hmm.
If they don't like something, they'll tell you no in your face.
Hmm.
And it was very good that both Bung, Raju, as well as Juliana were not actors. So even though like some dialogues I really wanted them to say, I was regretting somewhere along the line that, oh no, I wish I had not given them dialogues
Hmm.
because uh, I could
Their
see them
expressions.
trying to
Yeah.
remember. So I switched my approach
Hmm.
midway,
Hmm.
and I just said, this happened, and now what do you feel about it? And you can say it in whatever language. Unfortunately for Gugun, because he doesn't speak our language, Meiteilon,
Hmm.
he had to learn a new language for the film.
Oh, really?
Yes, so he had to know the thing, but we simplified it for him. In fact, he's a cookie boy, and the language I speak and majority of Manipur is Meiteilon, which is the language of the Meiteis. So Gugun, he started speaking very good Meiteilon by the end of the film, but yeah, uh, on the process of finding, it was really word of mouth. And word of mouth, and also me behaving like I was a child kidnapper. Whoever I found was running behind them. Hey, you, this, whoever, gully, neighborhood, and I hear anyone's playing, also I'll start running into their houses. Yeah. Gugun came via, I think his aunt or some relative had come to for production meeting. She, I think we had called to interview her for some, like, to be part of the film as one of the production crew or something. So, and I was very desperate that we didn't have cast. And I said, stop this meeting. First, recommend, do you know any kids? So this was my standard question. Do you know any kids? Do you know any kids? Da, da, da. And she said, I think there's a child. I think, he could work. So he was one of the kids who came. And I loved him. It was love at first sight because he said, "Oh, I can't audition. I don't know your language," and he was walking off. And I just loved that attitude. He was very cocky with me, and I knew that would work because he was so
That's
fearless.
the
He was
yeah.
so fearless. There were some 50 or 60 kids in that place where I was having the auditions, and he didn't even care. Like, and the other kids were so shy because. They get very like my some of the crew members are from Mumbai and all. They get intimidated, shy and all. He didn't care. He didn't care a damn. He said, "I'm not doing it."
Just like his character in the
Yeah, yeah,
film. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And the thing is that the other very important thing was that I could have a conversation with him. He was not doing the, oh, I'll ask my mother, can I do this or no? Nothing. He was so independent, and we
So
would talk to each other like friends.
he had that dash of maturity which we see in the film in the final climax.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gugun's father was posted somewhere else, not in Imphal, and he and his mother were staying in Imphal. So in the bathroom scene, I'm not spelling out the scene because in case whoever's watching who has not watched
Yeah.
the film, in the bathroom scene, na, but when he talked,
Yeah. Yeah.
he said, "Auntie, this is what I do. I always steal my mother's phone and talk to my father."
Yeah. But how personal is the film to you?
Very. It's
Like, what was the germ?
like it's everything. It's bits and pieces of my childhood, and I think the m- things that I wanted to say, the messaging kind of, if you, I don't know if it's a wrong word to use, is like what I understood as I became an adult. But yeah, these are many, many bits and pieces of my childhood, and I wanted to, that messaging was for anyone, literally, about closure, discrimination, XYZ, things I feel strongly about. Uh, and Anika, it was literally, I wanted to put everything, all my feelings, I wanted to put, thinking that this is the last film. First and last film. So, Bolo, whatever you want to
God,
say, now say it.
no,
But
God forbid,
yeah,
God forbid.
but yeah, somewhere, thank God, yeah, some sense came, and also I started filtering out a lot of things that it's okay that Bung will not say as a child, or Bung will not observe as a child. Yeah, but yeah, I was um, really inspired by my childhood, my grandmother's folk tales, so many things, what I went through.
But for somebody like us who's not from Manipur, for many of us lately, Manipur has become a hotbed of conflagration. And here is a movie that humanizes the state like so poignantly, so evocatively. What would you say? That's the power of cinema.
I don't know. You're saying such high things, and I feel like I
No,
don't
but
even
it's
know how
true.
to
I
take.
was so moved.
I don't even know how to take it. Really, I'm so happy that you're feeling like that.
But you in the movie also you are also talking about power of cinema, where there's scenes about Hindi cinema and all that. So what would you say about the power of cinema as a filmmaker?
I think we have to use it very responsibly, especially now when there's so much of hatred, violence all over the world, and that it shapes your thoughts, your actions somewhere subconsciously. Uh, and especially for like when my grandmother used to tell me folk tales, it still has a bearing on me today as an adult. So I think cinema is just a big tool of mass communication. It can reach anyone, right?
Yeah.
And hopefully, if we can get over the subtitles,
Mm.
then films like our regional cinema can also reach. Uh, but so the what we say, we have to say it very responsibly.
And I love the way you have put that insider outsider thing. Uh, uh, how did that thought come to you? How was that woven in the story? You showed
That
it.
was always going to be in any story. If I was going to tell ever, that was going to be there, because it was something like told you also, that these are bits and pieces of my life, and it was
Right.
a very important bit of my life. Uh, being a person from the northeast of India, studying in Delhi,
Mm.
and you read, like anyone who reads the newspapers know that like
Mm.
discriminations are happening, some incident has happened somewhere, right? But I've seen it. This was so. This is something I cannot shy away from. What I feel about it. So Bung's best friend had to be Raju, who was a Marwari. Not going to be a.
Mm.
There was no chance that the Bung's best friend was going to be a Manipuri.
Mm.
Because
But I love the way you turn it upside down
yeah,
and make us show the mirror in that sense. Yeah. But also, these days we are saying that Bollywood has forgotten how to tell stories, while our regional cinema is coming up with cinematic giants. As someone who, in a way, belongs to both worlds, what is your take?
I don't think, number one, that Bollywood has forgotten to tell stories or anything. I
Mm.
mean, there are so many factors. Like, there's nothing. There are nothing, no tangible parameter to say, right? Like, this is a good story, or this is how to tell that good story.
Mm.
Audience also have changed, right?
Absolutely.
That the Even if you play something, I mean, like, I'm not an expert on this, or will I ever become one? But um, when there is a film, I'm just giving as a for an example, purpose of example, like Lunchbox, which is
Mm.
excellent.
Yeah.
It hits you like how,
Mm.
and that is a good story. That obviously is an indie film.
Yeah.
The audience go and watch it in the theater. So the Bollywood is also it functions in industry.
Mm.
You're also catering to what your audience is wanting to watch. Now, if it's a commercial thing for you, now you always can break away and say, I don't want to do this commercial thing, and I'll do something independent. Doesn't matter it makes money or no. So I think this generalization of Bollywood has stopped, or not telling good stories. I think it's too vague. I mean, for me,
Mm.
and I have my producers Ritesh and Farhan, excellent
Right.
entertainment. I cannot get more than Hindi in the film industry than that. So these things cannot be talked with such definite. I don't know. I'm sorry. It's a very bad English. I don't know what to say, but you can
No, no, say.
say
Yeah,
that
yeah.
this is it.
Mm.
And indie films also. Indie films are like my Bung is not just a indie. It's indie plus regional. And what is a region? Like Northeast.
Mm.
There's no hope only for Bung. Like on paper.
Mm.
If I have to go and pitch like
Mm.
to anyone, there's no hope.
Mm.
for this, but yet it happened because of, okay, let's take a risk and tell a story that we want to tell.
But
Correct?
how much credit would you give to Farhan Akhtar, and how much did it help to have him back your film?
You know, all three producers, not just Farhan. I
Hmm.
mean, all three producers and then all three companies, they bring very different things on the table.
Like what?
Alan is a indie stalwart.
Hmm.
Like he was also producer on Santosh, Sister Midnight, from
Hmm.
Suitable Pictures. Vikesh is everybody in the Hindi film industry wants to work with him. He is so good on the field. I mean, it's a person like, I mean, I cannot think of being on a shoot who does not have Vikesh Bhutani, my producer. Is excellent, and having Excel is like these other things of, okay, uh, pushing it forward. Like we could not have done a Manipuri film getting a release in PVR is out of question. So everyone brought such different things to the table. So I'm just not talking only about Farhan. It
Right.
was your question, but I just wanted to say that it was a
Huh.
great marriage. Yeah, and it really, it just clicked because this is
Hmm.
like a kind of thing that you have never done it before, now.
Hmm.
But I think it's also the same way the kind of risks they took when they made Dil Chahta Hai.
Hmm.
That I
Correct.
think the films are quite different, no? And
Hmm.
yeah, and
Yeah, they've
the fact
done some
that
groundbreaking work.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So if
Hmm.
anyone who would have supported me from the Hindi film industry to make this film in terms of, okay, let's make this our
Hmm.
project, definitely had to be them.
But you've been an AD for quite some time. What took you so long to take a plunge? And this is your debut direction, right?
I didn't want to direct.
Oh, why is that?
I didn't want to direct if I didn't have a story to tell.
Right.
And I think I was in a perfect time zone
Hmm.
when I made Boom. And I made Boom because the story is mine, like it's so personal to me. That's why. That's the reason why I could not have given it to anyone else. And I was like, okay, whatever little I know, I will make this film and let's see. But if I had made Boom some, I don't know, when I just started, it would not be the same film. It would have been, I was trying to make it here in Mumbai, getting work as an assistant director. I would have made it like, I don't know what, some thousand songs would have been there or something. And it's, who knows, it would have never been in Manipuri. I'm happy it happened at this time because your perspective change, and the time that I'm in right now, I really have zero expectations of anything. I really don't care if I fail, you know,
Hmm.
or this doesn't work out. And it's the best. It was the best time zone to make Boom.
But when you're saying personal, is it the mother you relate to more, or is it the child?
But there are many bits of me in the film, in the characters.
Hmm.
Boom
For
is like
sure.
the male version of me.
Hmm.
This thing, Juliana is also like her rudeness. All that thing is me also, and lots in the mother. But Bala Hijam, who played Mandakini, um,
Yeah.
did it very differently. And I loved that. She brought that because she's a very good actress,
Yeah, and beautiful too.
and she changed the tone of the mother. Because thank God she didn't play like uh, my brief was like how I am, just observe. Thank God she didn't play that because Mandakini would have been a flop. I mean, the mother's character, you know, she brought
But
a lot of subtlety and softness as well as strength.
yeah. But Northeast has been the flavor of many web series right now. There's been Patal Lok and also Family Man season 3. Are you happy with the representation?
I've not watched any of them, so I
Oh,
cannot say till I've watched. But I know a lot of people talk about the new Patal Lok.
yeah, the season 2, yes.
Yeah, I think yeah, and they are thrilled about it. I've spoken to a couple of people, even from Manipur, Assam, Nagaland. the thing is, I don't know the story either, but I think they're just so happy that big roles were given.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
normally, like Northeastern people will be cast as,
Hmm.
background in restaurants and stuff like that. Correct? You don't get the thing. So there was it was set in Nagaland, and they had proper characters.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Really, they felt very hopeful.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And in future, one question. You were talking about messaging. What is the final thing that you hope audiences will take home or are already taking home? Is
Yeah.
it there is a thread of politics also, but would you want them to
Closure.
take home the politics or the innocence
Closure.
of the child?
I would, the messaging was closure. You have to close to move forward, which is as in the last image of the film, again, which I'm not saying, but you have
Right.
put something in there, right? I'm not
Yeah.
speaking it out. You cannot remove it. It's gone. It's destroyed. You have to move on.
Hmm.
Like, which is whether it's interpersonal relationships between countries, between whoever, communities, you have to close if you want to move on. And he might not know, boom,
Hmm.
what he did, but I think, like, uh that journey to find his father,
Hmm.
suddenly he became like the protector of the mother, and he gave her the closure.
Hmm. Yeah.
Closure was the message.
So would that be the message for the people of your state as well, Manipur,
100%.
and to the rest of the country again who do not really know Manipur for what it
The
is?
message for everyone. 100% for everyone.
And what next?
I met, I have to say that, in my Toronto premiere of Boom,
Hmm.
there was a gentleman I met from Canada. I didn't know him. He was one of the audience. He was nothing to. He was not even Toronto is a very film loving city.
Yes, yes,
Not
of course.
like only festival goers. Like, really, met teachers, doctors, whoever. So many.
Yeah.
He just came once, the thing, and it was not in the Q&A. He was waiting for me down, and he said, "May I have a word with you?" And he said that something like this, similar to the story, had happened with him, and he was not able to get closure. And he said, "I'm so happy." And he's an adult, full blown man. He was not able to have that closure after his father passed away because he was still so angry. And he said, "I don't know, like, the little boy, what he did for his mother." He said, "I just want to tell you that today I need to speak to my mom." It was so weird.
Oh, yeah.
And it was
So beautiful as well.
not weird, like weird in the sense that I didn't expect it. That's why I found it weird. I'm not saying what he said is weird. I thought it was amazing that I was unbelievable that it touched someone like that. So I
But
think that
what?
was a messaging. The closure wasn't like, I mean, I wanted it to be a message, and I'm happy that it reached even one person, which was him.
But what has the film done to you personally? I mean, like, what is the emotional connect or anything? Or did you also get any kind of closure with the film, or what exactly has it done for you at an emotional level?
This whole journey of the film, I have to say that it really has, uh, you know, um, trust this thing in me, which was always there, but like that, to have no expectations. When people do something for you, uh, they should do it because they're not expecting you to do something for them in return, and vice versa. They should do it because they want to do it for you. So in the sense of, I'm just giving as a example work. You may have gone to Toronto, you may have gone XYZ, a film, like, you're thinking, oh my God, a Manipuri film has, going places, and suddenly people don't go and watch in the hall. You can't expect. They don't want to watch, so you can't,
Yeah.
like, you can't now uh, start crying over it or something.
Yeah, it has happened
That
with Homebound too.
a lot
Yes.
of people know. The thing is that I was so happy that so many people did go and watch. But
Right.
I'm just saying that I should not ever, this whole journey of the film, and it applies to personal life. And I have to now make it really strong, like a master of this thing, not having
Yeah.
expectations.
So, master of no expectations.
Yeah. I want
But
to.
what are you? What are the expectations from the actual award, where the movie competes with the, whether you will get the BAFTA award?
That's what I said. I think kind of not master yet, but thoda sa
थोड़ा सा.
trying to start this journey. So again, we're going to BAFTA with zero expectations. The same way how Bung was made with
Right.
zero expectations. So everything else after that is bonus.
But you keeping your fingers crossed. At least we are keeping the fingers crossed for you.
No, I'm so excited to meet the other people in my category. You know, such made by such big studios, and I'm so
Yeah, Disney
excited,
film.
yeah,
Yes.
to meet them. You know, like it's always so lovely, whether in festivals or any of these platforms, you're meeting like people who other filmmakers who you never thought you will ever meet in your life, and it's so refreshing.
But do you think it'll open doors for more Manipuri films, and will you be making?
I hope it opens the door, and not just open the door. I think the first step has to be attention, knowledge. Like in any research, the first thing is you have to make that something be known. So okay, they know that there are regional cinemas beyond Tamil, Telugu, this thing.
Right.
So that first knowledge, I think, will come from here. After there is action, no. So I think we have given that knowledge. It was not like Manipuri cinema was completely unknown. Aribam Sham Sharma's Ishano and Imagi Ningthem, both were written by my aunt. Both Mr. Aribam Sham Sharma and my aunt have known me since my childhood, guided me. And they were in Cannes, Toronto, Locarno. So the journey has been there. So it's only because those days there were no platform or no social media also. There was no streaming platform, no social media. So, I think people think that those films don't exist. I'm not like the first one. And I'm not going to be the last one either. There'll be thousands of people who'll be, I hope, making.
But you said you made this film as if it was your last film. But when do we will your next also be a Manipuri, or language is not going
I
to be a
don't.
part?
No, the story will define the language. I
All
don't
right.
like when I feel that I really want to tell the story, then I will make. But if I feel that if I'm because of the journey of Bung and whatever little it has changed, right, for me, if that's going to be the factor that now I have to make a film, then it's completely wrong. It has to be because if I have something to tell.
All right. Yeah.
So
But I'm
till then, I'll take a first AD job. So whoever's watching, all the directors,
okay.
the first assistant director job.
All right. So thank you so much for your time, and I'm sure we'll be looking forward to more work from you. And all the best. I'm wishing you good luck, and
Thank you.
hope you win the BAFTA. You deserve to win. It is a beautiful film.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for taking us on Boong's journey. It has been most rewarding. Thank you.
Thank you.